Okay guys, we are off and it's 12:21. I've been seeing mirror numbers all the time. Which I think means like your internal world is like starting to align with your outer world. And to be honest, it's been a lot recently. I think I'm going through a lot of shifts. And it's a lot. Like, I woke up with really intense anxiety. So I'm just gonna start driving. I found this waterfall hike. So in San Diego, there's not like a ton, I don't know. Like, there is nature, but not really. Like, I want nature where there's like a lot of water and stuff. And of course this is a desert technically, so there's just not a lot of water. And so I found this waterfall, and I've heard of it before. I just haven't gone out to it because it's like an hour away, and I'm always just like, oh, it's okay, I don't need to do that. I don't need to spend the money on the gas. But I'm like, you know what? It doesn't matter for my own sanity right now. And yeah, last night was really hard for me. I was like, my anxiety was so high. There's just a lot of realizations that I'm coming to that I know I'm gonna have to make some really hard decisions coming up here soon. And if not, then some things need to change in my life. But you can't control other people, or, you know, it's like you have to decide who's gonna be healthy for you to keep in your life, and who you can, you know, walk away from with love and gratitude for the role that they played in your life for a while. But like, it's hard to let go, you know. It's when there's attachment involved, and that's, well, sorry, it's like shaky. That's the thing, is like learning how to detach and just trust your intuition and let go when the time is right. But I'm hoping that getting into nature, connecting with Mother Earth is going to help me to have clarity moving forward. So I'm just gonna get gas, and then I'm gonna head east. Just go. I just feel like I just need to start driving. Also made this breakfast burrito to eat on the way. To the trail. Well, I'm here. That was quite the drive. I am somewhere in Ramona. Oh, it's looking nice. I feel a little bit better just being out in like the middle of nowhere. But I don't know, I think I saw a sign that said you need a permit to go to the waterfall. So I'm just gonna go read that sign over there and see what the deal is. Oh my gosh, it's so quiet up here. Okay, so I was reading the signs and everything, and I'm feeling like I shouldn't do this hike by myself because it's like 3 miles down and then 3 miles up, and you lose, and it's so hot out right now, and you lose cell service after half a mile. So I kind of feel like I shouldn't do it. There's like, okay, now there's people here all of a sudden. That was so funny. A bunch of people got, well, a huge group of people got here to start the hike, and then somebody came back and ended it. And he said it was an hour to get down there and like an hour and a half to get back, but I don't know, I don't think there's a lot of water at the waterfall anyways, so I feel like I'm just gonna skip it. But just being here, it's so quiet. Like, I never get to hear this like amount of quietness. Like, I can feel it in my body, you know, like how quiet it is. Oh, I feel like it's healing my nervous system, honestly. But I think it's good. I think I can just kind of maybe explore Ramona a little bit, see if there's any other nature spots I can check out without hiking, and yeah, just see what else I can get up to. Maybe find a place to set up my hammock or something. Alright, I ended up at this park. It's pretty nice. It feels really good in the shade. It's crazy because I almost turned back around. Like, I literally put the GPS back to go home, and I don't know, it's like I've only been here for like a few minutes. I didn't want to just go back home because I'm really just looking for nature, and I just didn't feel like I was finding any that was just, you know, like pure nature and where it's like, you know, not too hot or something. But I decided to just come to the park and sit for a little while and just be in a different town than I normally am. And actually, it's funny because I think this is the park I used to come to when I was younger. We used to come up to Ramona as a family and like stay for a weekend. And I think I used to beg my parents to come to this park. So it's kind of funny. But I feel good. I feel like my nervous system is starting to relax a little bit, so I'm feeling good. And all day I've been seeing so many signs. I've been seeing 444. I saw 444 on so many license plates coming up here on the drive. I saw a black feather at the park when I went this morning, and I literally just sat next to another black feather. See right there. And I've never really noticed black feathers before, so I thought that was interesting, and I really feel like it's, you know, my subconscious telling me that I am protected in this time of transition, because I know I'm in a transitional phase right now. I know my life is about to change so much again, or just continue changing, and I know that I'm divinely protected and that this is truly what I want. And I don't have to be scared of change. I can just allow change to come because I am always protected, and we are always creating our reality, and so I know at a deeper level this is what I want. It's just hard to quiet the ego sometimes, but at least I know when my ego is talking, and I'm able to ignore those thoughts. I think my anxiety gets really high when my ego and my conscious mind are starting to get really, really loud. But I know that life is all about learning and growing and getting stronger and stronger. And I know that in these times of being tested with my conscious mind being so loud, I know that I come out of it stronger at the end of the day. And so, yes, I'm feeling so much better just being in nature right now. The mountains behind me. The air feels so amazing. And there's some sprinklers right there. I might want to run through it since I do have my bathing suit on. Oh, okay. It actually feels so good. Okay, I was just exploring a little bit and I found a bathroom, so that was good. And now I'm just gonna go back to the spot that I was chilling at and maybe do some meditation for a little. I really want to take advantage of this clean air up here, and I feel like I could really use some deep breathing because recently I have noticed my breaths have been more shallow just because of the anxiety. So I'm just gonna chill here for a little bit longer and meditate. I can already tell my energy is a lot better, and I'm just reminded that we have free will. And in every moment we can choose what we want to do, and everything's a choice. We don't have to suffer. We can just get up and go do what you feel like you need to do. If you feel like you need to be in nature, just go find somewhere. It doesn't even have to be far. It could be just at a local park. And I guarantee you, your energy will feel so much better if you just make that choice to do that for yourself. But that could be with anything. Everything's just a choice. It's so peaceful out here. But of course, in meditation, I had a little, revelation per usual. And, I think I was like getting on myself a little bit about how, like, I do healing hypnosis, and, I would say that I'm a healer on this planet Earth. And, sometimes I see there's a lot of like shame around calling yourself a healer or claiming to be a healer, especially when sometimes you don't feel like you have it all figured out. Because, like, I'm sitting here I'm feeling better now, but yesterday, like, my anxiety was so high, but that is just part of the journey. And, I think for a long time I stopped myself from pursuing helping people in the way that I feel like I can. Preferred methods are energy healing, hypnosis, and coaching. And I've stopped myself because it's like, well, who am I to be a coach or be a healer? And I think hypnosis is a safe option because it's not really you that's healing them, it's you facilitating an experience where they're healed by themselves, which I definitely resonate with. I love it. But sometimes people do need healing or coaching. I mean, I'd say everybody does. Even therapists. Therapists need therapists too, And just because sometimes you feel like you don't have it all figured out, that's because that's life. But it's, what do you do in those situations where you're feeling lost? Do you have the tools? Do you have the knowledge to do what you need to do to get yourself out of that situation? And do you have the perspective to see, to see above the anxiety and the confusion? I think that that's what makes a good coach and therapist and healer, is you're just able to hold space for somebody because you know what it's like and you've gone through the challenging times. And I think a lot of people hesitate to put themselves out there as a healer because they think that there's so many people out there already. There's too many people, it's too saturated, but we need more. We need more of them. There's enough abundance, there's enough clients, there's enough everything for everybody that wants to be a healer, to be a healer. We have so much work to do on Earth, and that's what we're called here to do. If that's what you feel like you're called here to do, then that's what you're meant to do. It's just having the faith in yourself and getting the help if you need it. If you need that extra push. But of course, at the end of the day, we have to make decisions for ourselves. Nobody can make decisions for us. You're the one that knows your internal truth. and it's your destiny to follow it.